Right, this is another video. I don't know what I'm going to title this video yet, but I have a story time. And that story time is based on, I think was it 2 weekends ago, was my graduation ball. So we were sitting at a table, and on the table there was about 4 bottles of red wine on the table, and there's another 4 bottles of white wine in a ice bucket. So obviously myself and a few of the girls in my group, we already know which of us are sitting around that table. So there's meant to be like 8 of us on the table. So the table that we were sitting, there were about, I think there was about 4 maybe servers or something at the behind us by the door. I think we just positioned them there. So there was already, I think, 4 of us or 5 of us sitting at our table. And for me, when I drink red wine, I like my red wine chilled. So on that table, two white wine bottles were in the ice bucket, and the 4 red wines were on the table. So I grabbed a bottle of the red wine. This is my favorite red wine anyways, but this was not the particular one I'm talking about. So I grabbed one of the bottles of red wine on the table and I placed it in the ice bucket. Then this lady, one of the servers standing behind us, walked towards the table and grabbed the red wine out of the ice bucket. And I was like, why are you removing it? She was like, you don't put red wine in ice. And I was like, but I love to have my red wine chilled. She was like, no, you can't put red wine in ice bucket. That instead I should pour the red wine into a glass and then add ice into the glass. And I was just like, I was going to argue with her about like, no, again, I felt, please guys, like if I'm wrong, correct me. Maybe red wine are not meant to be placed in ice, because if I'm going to drink this, I'm going to pop it in my fridge, let it chill, and then drink. So she was like, no, you can't put ice, you can't put red wine in the ice bucket. And I was just like, what's she talking about? So I let it slide. Afterwards, I was just like, you know what, how do people drink red wine? Warm, because this is sitting in the cupboard, it's warm. How do you drink red wine? And I felt pouring a red wine into a glass and adding ice, you are kind of like watering it down, which is going to kind of like lower the taste of the wine. I mean, I hope I'm making sense here, because I felt that black girl that day, she's a Nigerian, so I felt she reached for me, because I felt she did too much.
How?
Like, we all have preferences on how we drink wine. Like, if you really know a lot about wine, please do let me know. Maybe I'm the one who's getting it wrong here. So she's like, no, you can't put a bottle of wine in a bottle of red wine in a ice bucket, but you can pour the wine in a glass and then add ice to the wine. And I was like, I was just thinking to my head, no, because if you add ice to the wine in a glass, you're practically watering down the wine, and you're not going to get all the tanginess, all the fruitiness, everything you want to get in the wine. You're not going to get it. But if it's chilled in a ice bucket, you are preserving the wine. You're not watering it down in any way. The taste is going to remain the same. You know what, just because of the way she kind of like went on about it, I really want to drink the red wine that day, but I said like, no, because I want it chilled and I don't want to start grabbing. It just doesn't make sense to me to pour ice in my red wine. So I decided to go for the white wine that's already sitting in the bucket. So guys, let me know if you are an hotelier or you work in a big hotel or you're a server or stuff like that. Please let me know which is the best way to drink red wine. Is it ice in wine or bottle in ice bucket? Because thinking about it now, I felt that girl was just reaching out. She was just doing too much. Yeah, she was just doing too much. Because by the way, 8 of us, we all know each other, so we can all decide that, okay, fine, there's about 8 bottles of wine on the table anyway, and if I decide to put a glass, if I decide to put a bottle in ice bucket, I'll probably be the only one who's going to drink that. So whoever does not want to drink their red wine chilled, they can always open any other bottle of wine, which, I mean, there was lots of wine anyways. So I was just like, that girl reached for me. She reached for me. So guys, please correct me in the comment section. Which is the best way to drink red wine? Is it bottle in ice or ice in wine that is already poured in a glass? Do let me know in the comment section, because thinking about it, I'm still kind of like trying to figure out. So assuming I'm drinking like Irish cream or maybe gin, then I wouldn't mind adding ice to to read, I do drink Irish cream once in a while. Say for instance I want to drink Baileys, I don't mind adding ice to my Baileys, because obviously Baileys is kind of like thick and obviously a little bit too sweet, so me adding ice, you kind of like water it down a little bit. I've never drank gin, but I believe people who drink gin, I've seen them add ice and stuff like that. But my red wine, I want it chilled in the fridge and pour it out. So you pouring out a red wine into a glass and then adding ice to it, you're practically going to lose the taste of that red wine. So guys, do let me know. Maybe I am a bush girl for thinking that the way I thought of drinking red wine is the way to drink red wine, or maybe the hotel staff, the girl, was right after all. Whichever way, guys, do let me know in the comment section. I'm open to corrections. Like, obviously what you don't know, but here I'm talking about it, and I'm talking about it because I want to know the right way to drink red wine. So do let me know in the comment section, guys. And if you have enjoyed this Tatafo and mini rants or this bush girl talk, don't forget to like, drop me a comment in the comment section, subscribe, turn on the post notification, and share this video as well. And I hope to see you in my next one. All right, bye.